Developing news on the peninsula, an innocent man killed by a stray bullet. That bullet hit the 71-year-old victim in the head. He was driving up 33rd Street in Newport News when he got caught in the crossfire. Police found him lying lifeless in the driver's seat of his minivan this afternoon. 10 Your Side Liz Palka is live at the police department. Liz, any chance they'll catch this suspect?
Well, and Newport News police tell us they are still looking for two men involved. They say these men were shooting at each other when the victim drove down 33rd Street and got caught in the middle of the gunfire and was shot in the head. The victim's van came to a stop in this front yard. At least 3 visible bullet holes, including one through the driver's side window.
I look and there's a van rolling very close to the front window.
Newport News police tell us the 71-year-old Hampton man was found unconscious in his van. They say he was shot, an innocent bystander, when 2 other men were apparently shooting at each other in the area of 33rd Street and Marshall Avenue.
I did not hear the shots.
What he saw was even worse. This man doesn't want to be shown on camera, but he saw the victim's van drift into the yard. He and his girlfriend ran to help, not knowing what they'd find.
I see that he's got a bullet wound in his forehead and blood coming from his nose, his mouth, and in his ears. He raises his head a couple times, about every 15 seconds or so.
On the phone with 911 dispatchers, he tried to talk to the victim.
I told him that help was on the way. Just stay calm, help's on the way.
Help arrived shortly after, taking the man to the hospital where he died from his injuries. Neighbors say they didn't recognize him. He was dressed nicely at the time, but they weren't sure where he was headed. And although they don't know him, they won't forget what happened to him.
It's not something you want to see.
And Newport News police tell us they need to get in touch with this man's family, and then they'll be releasing his name. Live in Newport News, I'm Liz Palka, 10 on your side.
Anyone with information about the case should call the crime line. It's 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP. And remember, your tip can remain anonymous.